Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. Crafting a million mythics and rares because I want to play this deck this morning. It's Izzet spells where I want to just exploit the power of Riverglade, Seagate Stormcaller and Shadow Skull Smashing. These two are, we also have new cards in Magmatic Channeler, Royal Eruption, Thundering Rebuke. Okay, so and Riverglade Pathway, of course. So what we're doing right here is we play 17 lands because Spikefield Lazard and Shadow Skull Smashing, specifically the second one, are basically lands. This one I count like as a 2 of. We have 12 cantrips. And there might be too many creatures, honestly. Then a removal spell, Royal Eruption, which is a sorcery, and Thundering Rebuke, which is a sorcery. Normally, sorceries are awful, but in this deck with Seagate Stormcaller, it's like not that big of a deal because you're often just gonna cast them after the Seagate Stormcaller. In the sideboard, I have 4 Red Cap Melee and 4 Mystical Dispute, which seem very good right now. The rest of the sideboard is kind of whatever. I'm trying to figure out things. Still, so yeah, this deck I want to try. Gatto. Let's not begin the stream with you busting my balls, just like about it. I thought it was not mythic, but I guess I did get to mythic there. So this hand seems like a 2-land hand, right? But then boom, with 3 lands over here. I'm gonna keep this hand. Let's see what happens. Temple of Abandon. I will go Temple of Epiphany. Yeah, I don't need to play a spell right now. So we have 17 lands, right? But it feels like I have like 20 something. Okay, Stormwing Entity. Unfortunately, this is not like that format where you can cast it on turn 2. I'm just gonna go Bright Dragon. I think I'm gonna go Mountain. So I'm gonna go that one, Sprite Dragon. This is Barasbara. I'm gonna play Draft today, not Sealed. It'll depend, Jet. It'll depend. If I lose every game to Omnath, I get tired and, you know, whatever. Okay, so the Bone Crusher is in. What about us? I can go Shock and then cast this as a land and cast Stormwing Entity. I think that is a reasonable play. Chris Conte. Thank you very much, Chris Conte, for your 6 months. You get a Tortellino badge. Tortellino badge, greatest badge ever. Alright, so Royal Eruption. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that on top. I think my plan right now is basically just I'm gonna kill things and ride this Storming Entity to the victory. Dio buono gatto, che coglioni! Porca madosca! Allora, no blocks. So I can go Royal Eruption on the Question Beast, the Spikefield Lazard, and the Temple of Epiphany. Tap for 5, so we're 10-5. This is a weird game. Opponent is already on 5. And next turn I can kill them. Because this is 4 damage. This is 5, so if I draw 1 spell, I win the game. A 1-drop, please. 1 drop, please. E vaffanculo. Alright, so there's not a 1-drop. Meaning that I can't kill them anymore. Pretty cool game. Both of us in one life. Both of us in one life. Can I survive here? Can I survive here? So I can go roll eruption. I just have to kill a question beast and pass the turn. My voice isn't deeper. Is it the microphone? It could be the microphone. If you guys think I should unplug it, I'll do it. Alright. So against Gruul, I have some removals. I don't know if I want Radcom Melee. I definitely want the 4th Thundering Rebuke. I'll cut some Brazy Bee. And I'll cut... I just have 1 Radcom Melee. At the end of the day, I can't cut cantrips. Yeah, just gonna go with this. Alright, I have to charge the computer. So this weekend, what I did was playing the pre-release, and I haven't played any Arena or Magic Online. Now let me tell you that this is a non-sponsored statement, but Magic the Gathering is a really good game. Really good game. Really good game. Magic the Gathering, I mean the trading card game. And I'm not sure which game you're talking about, but yeah, that's the game I'm thinking about. How's the meta game going to be like? I think I'm gonna change the... Do you remember, chat? Do you remember the command !rules? Do you remember that command? That command had a meaning. It meant that at !rules, we said that Mengu09 is a try-hard stream, right? I think it's time to rebrand, chat. I think it's time to rebrand. I think I'm going to rebrand now. Mengu09 is a Pepega streamer again. I've rebranded, alright? I've rebranded. I decided that being a try-hard stream at the end of the day was kind of denying the reality of Mengu09 being a Pepega streamer. And I decided that I don't want to deny reality anymore. Our plan is Bone Crusher, geez. I'm just gonna play Magmatic Channeler. Pepengu, exactly. There's literally no reason for Mengu09 to play any try-hard stream because there's just no event. So I just try to have the most fun I can get. Huh. All right. I think eventually I have to kill that 1/1. I guess I'm gonna do that after Sprite Dragon, alright. Which leaves me just be a Pepega gamer and ignoring every single questions that asks Mengu09, what is the best deck in the format? You know, I'll just ignore it. Because right now I rebranded and now I'm a Pepega streamer again, which I'm playing Sprite Dragon, as you can see it. Carbolive did not copy the new cards to Arena. Oh, alright. Okay, you can check my art decks lists on Twitter, Instagram. Twitter, Instagram mainly under Mengu09. I always post deck lists entirely there. Primal Might. Okay, so I can play Shock and kill a low stroke beast. I mean, that's fine. Thank you to the Notorious Mouse. You also got a Totalino badge, the best badge of all. The best badge of all, really. There is no best badge after the Totalino badge. Alright, it's time to just volcanic hammer my opponent twice. I mean, burning your... Alright, after making this play... So as I was building this deck this morning, I thought I want to make a legacy video with this card. I want to play 4 lightning bolts, 4 chain lightning, and just burn people out. I think this card does that very well. Of course, you know, need to draw flyers, otherwise it'll be tough. Otherwise, it will be very tough. So right now we're losing this match, but I would say that it was still close. I mean, not this game, but it was still close. This card is amazing, indeed. Bird Black says, can we ask what's the worst deck in the format? Often it'll be the deck I play. Although I'm not playing Blue Black Rogue, so I guess I'm playing the second worst deck in the format. Alright, I will give up. Thank you very much, Apuna, for your gruel gaming. Let's try a bit more of this deck here. Paper, which they draw art and the write text of the cards in paper, and then you put them on sleeves, and then you shuffle, and you get yourself a deck, and then you play against opponents. Close stores in your area are close to play. I'm sorry. You go first. What about this hand? This hand is a real stinker. But that has never stopped me before, so I'm not gonna start now. Ooh, opposite. Opposite. I think I'll bottom it. I want lands. Land. Paper magic is a myth? Oh, it isn't. It isn't. I can tell you that if it wasn't a myth, I would not be here playing this game with you. Attenzione. Farblade Charger. That is a Goblin Arsonist, chat. That is a Goblin Arsonist. And Goblin Arsonist has never scared me before, so it won't start scaring me now, right? I'm gonna go Island, because I want to cast a Brazy Bee, end of turn. Or rather, a Petty Theft. End of turn. Okay, I'm taking 1 damage. There's no more light up the stage to be afraid of. And that's a card gun Intimidator roar. That's really a roar, chat. That's really a big roar. Seagate, Stormy. And then with Shocky. I am very surprised to see the card gun Intimidator in Constructed, honestly. Especially in this economy where everybody plays the spike field or whatever. Exactly, Dr. Goldad is much better. Alright, I managed to draw back-to-back land, which makes me feel very lucky. So I guess I'm just gonna go Royal Eruption on this Rimrock Knight, and then I cast my powerful modern playable staple Storming Entity. Nice! This is some very good cards on top of my deck. Thank you very much, deck, for providing me with the goodies. Alright. Anax. I'll go Stormy. I'll go Opt. I could have also gone just Opt Storming Entity. I decided not to, because if I got a land here, I can cast both. Because I draw the Storming Entity, sure. And then with Opt, if I find a land, I cast the Entity as well. Spucky Philazard is not for now, but that one is interesting. I think I'll just whatever. I'm just attacking here. I'm ahead in this race. Nice. This is some very good cards on top of my deck. This deck feels good. So I think that, you know, every time I play against a, you know, inferior strategies which doesn't involve green, I think this deck is good. Alright, so I can't chump block. I think I will, right? I think I will chump block. 7 damage. Or I can just attack. Let me think. No, it's fine. I'll just chump. No, I don't want to take 7 damage. Storming Entity is a very powerful card. Alright, so now I can go Opt. Draw the Royal Eruption. And then I can go Brazy Bee. Bounce the Torbanoteno Fell. Pound Pump, and then I can go Roll Eruption on the Onyx to get a whatever token, and attack you for 12, Diobono. I can go face, it's not gonna be lethal, so let's just get rid of an axe. And then Shbram, you go to 4. Woo, this deck is fun. Lethal. Oh, lethal if you didn't chump. Yeah, oh, alright, I did have lethal. I did have lethal if I didn't chump. I didn't think about it would have had that much damage, but it was on 16. I don't think it will be a problem, but yeah, I definitely did have lethal there. Okay, so let's go Red Cup, Apples. What about Blaze V? Alright, I'll bring in a Blaze V and Thundering Rebuke. Sideboard out. What do we sideboard out? Everything looks pretty great. Maybe it's just Crash Through. And Crazy Bee. I don't want creatures. Yeah, I'm sorry, Crash Through. You're a good boy. I'm gonna be wrong. It's just that. How do you balance actual lands with white? Alright, Chris Conte. I have an answer to that question. The question is the bolt land, the like Shatter Skull Smashing type of land are exactly the same as a mountain. All right, their cost is nothing. I don't think that 3 damage to yourself in an aggro deck is a cost. So those lands are exactly the same one. Whereas the Spikefield Hazard, I count them as half of a land. Not because they are like powerful spell that you don't want to pitch, but because tap land of a color are unplayable. So I count them as half of a land. So right now, I want to have a balance of 23 lands, so I play 17. That's my answer. And I do similar to that in Limited, where if a card is a good card, then I play... if a card is a good card, then I play... then I count it as a spell, but if it's a bad spell, then I count it as a creature. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I lost my train of thought, but I hope you guys understood the question. Okay, that's a Kargan Intimidator. Despite the name, I'm not intimidated by this card, chat. You know, normally a name like that would think that would make you be afraid, or at least intimidated, but Mango Zeronova is not intimidated here. I could also just took the damage. How many rounds do you play in your pre-release? We play 4 rounds every tournament. We play 4 rounds every event. Okay, so I can cast my island, play my Seagate, Stormcaller, and then I can do pow pow, meow meow. Pow. Pow. Opponent's 1 card in end. And, oh, that's a Torbando. It's not the end. It's not the end. I'm going to Spikefield Hazard their face. And then I go, I think I want to go Temple first. And then Storm. Usually you want to scry 1 and then scry 2. Okay, that's important sequence. That's the sequence you have to take. So put a 0 cards in it, but I have a Torban in play, and Torban is a strong card. Arca puttana. And this is 3 damage. Can I get back that Storm from the Spikefield Hazard is right to the bottom? No blocks. Alright. I wonder if I should attack here, because I'm definitely losing this race. I think I will attack and play one of these, just to double block the Torban if given. Why should you scribe first? Because if you see 2 cards, it's very likely that one of them is good. So if you see 2 cards, if you put a card on top, you don't want to scry afterwards. Ay ay ay. And shoko. Allora, we have to figure out if there's a line where I can kill my opponent. And there is. I can put him down to 11, and then they might just attack with everything. So I think I'm just... There is a, like this deck can easily raise ground against flyers. Okay, so now if they attack with the team, I'll definitely have to chump the Anax and take the million damage there. Quant'è? 437. Which leaves me dead to many things, but I can also just, draw a couple of cantrips in a row and kill them with a Storming Entity. Hopefully they drew Volcanic Hammer and they cast it on. Oh, Dio caro! No, vabbè, che pescata è? Pepengu, should I play Shadow Skull Smashing in my aggro red deck? Yes, chat, you should. You should play Shadow Skull Smashing in your mono red deck or whatever red deck you want to play for. Alright, good game. Let's go to game 3. I'll be on to play. I think Steel Brazy Beat's not ideal, although I might be wrong. Wow, losing this game sucks. I killed all my opponent's creatures on turn 3, and I don't, and they are like in hopback mode, and then I lost. All right, let's go. Mango against Roxas. You go first. He said he's not particularly good, but I have big faith in Magmatic Channeler. Magmatic Channeler is, just great quality card engine. Like, very strong quality card engine. Yeah, Shadow Skull Magic and Ramuna Province is a very good, similarity, is that a thing? Because they're like lands that sometimes they're just worth it. And 3 damage in an aggro deck just don't matter. I mean, sometimes, of course, they do matter, but... Alright. They lead with the top land. Top land is not a very good card. If I can tell you. Alright. I definitely don't want to go shock face, shock that. What I can do is tap the Magmatic Channeler, discard a land, and then we'll see what I find on top of my deck. You want to do this before making a land drop, because if you flip only lands. Okay, there's a Sprite Dragon, which I'd love to see. So I can go Sprite Dragon, attack, shock the thing, sure. I have to play this Mountain, though. So I'll play Sprite Dragon, then I'll play Shock on the Favorite Champion, attack for 2. If they kill my Sprite Dragon, whatever. Oh, Spikefield Lizard. Alright, that was maybe a mistake what I did then. Should have just attacked and passed. But I could have just had shock and I would have missed on a point of damage. But maybe they just played a shock regardless, so... yeah, maybe I played this wrong. Okay, now what to do? I can discard a land. It could be a little bit too greedy, though. Let's discard a spell that isn't very good right now, like a Seagate Stormcaller. Alright, so I'll play this as a land. Then I'll play Thundering Rebuke, sorry. And then I'll play another Magmatic Channeler. And now how many cards are in my graveyards? Undue. Okay, so I'm missing some spells in my graveyard here. They pass, very nice. So let's discard this island. Okay, I found more Magmatic Channelers, sure. Not saying no to them. And then I'm attacking for 1. I have currently only 2 spells in my graveyard. I want to keep this shock around. Because I just want to put that in the graveyard eventually. Draw Storming Entity, okay. I'm going to go just attack with all. I mean, it's not that ideal, but whatever. It's just some 1-3 damage. Scorchy, sure. And now I think these cards in play means that I can literally never flood. Which is a very real thing to do. I mean, also Storming Entity helps you there. I think I'll put 1 to the bottom and 1 to the top. So that one is the 4th spell to flip my Magmatic Channelers. Torban. Bye-bye. Torban! Alright, so this is 12 damage coming across for my opponent. Alright, you got a 3, here we go. Torban número 2. They won't do it. Alright, good game. Might as well cast Red Cup Melee. Good game, good game. Magmatic Channeler is a very powerful card. Very powerful card. So it's never a good thing to use on the internet. But since I think that you didn't want to be that, so you can check my list on Twitter or on Instagram. The deck list on the Carbo Live is not very updated, and I'm sorry for that. But I also hope that I'll fix it eventually. This end is bad, unfortunately. It had to be it had to come. It had to come. Is Niv still in the format? It's very easy to see that if it's a card that is in the format. Very, very easy. You just be like, it's this card from the last 3 and 4 or 5 sets. Yes, no, and that's now you got an answer. Hello, we have to pawn him a card here. It won't be a creature or a crush through. I think I'll be a Seagate Stormy. Yeah. And then I'll play this and say go. I don't want to play Crush Through right now. Although I might need a 3rd land. You know what? I need a Crush Through on turn 3. You're still a new player. Also, the new players also have access to Google and, you know, all the sort of things. Barras. Do you plan to play Nassif's Demir? No. Not now, at least. What, maybe. I mean, if I run out of every deck that doesn't run green, I'll have to play Demir. Right now, on Mango Channel, green is not allowed. Green is not allowed right now. Should I apply for CFB Pro? Yeah, I mean, I'm sponsored by them, so I can't say not to. It has very many deck guides and deck vault of every format. Very format. So that's just the best part of CFB Pro is definitely the deck vault and the deck guides. And the porca merda, Mr. Landrop. Alright, I'm just gonna go Crush Through. Maybe I should have done it on turn 1 for real. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Alright, so what do we bottom? Ooh, Sprite Dragon is a nice one here. Unfortunately, I only draw 1 card, though. I can go Crush Through Sprite Dragon. I think I'll leave this like this. And then it's your turn. Great things from Linares, Chile. Do you like empanadas? Unfortunately, CTB and time, I have never eat those. I'm sorry. Here in Italy, there's not that many South American restaurants. Not that many of those. Alright. Do I want to go Crush Through Sprite Dragon? It doesn't feel like a great play, but I think it could be a reasonable play. I think this is a nice play. Yeah, I'll just get him for 5. You know, just gotta keep the aggression starting. Confounding Conjurer is not a good magic card. They designed it to be a trap for a new player. They'd be like, oh. This is a... I mean, at least they draws a card. Usually cards like that wouldn't draw in cards, so they were even bigger trap. Is the spells? Yeah, I mean, it's going pretty well. I have lost to Gruul on turn 1 and then beat 2 non-green deck. But now we're up against green, which is definitely a threat. Attenzione. Wow, this is so good for me. Dai però. Porca puttana. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought this was an instant speed. Alright, it's not bad. I thought this was an instant, so it's not a big deal. I thought the client wouldn't let me hold. Okay, so this is a Brazy Bee. And as I said earlier, you have to scribe first and then do that. I guess now I'm not... No, I'm still casting it. So as you see now, I'm just wasting a Brazy Bee, which is like not a good play. I should have played this first, because this scries 1, and then you scry 2, alright? For some reason I thought this was an instant, but of course that would never give red a powerful instant speed card. So that's a sorcery, but still, I mean, there's just no other options for us. I could play more Brazy Bee, but, you know. Can I bring back Uro? They can't, right now. So opponent's playing Sultai, Salty Sultai, I love it. I love the Salty Sultai. Glue. If I wasn't a Pepega streamer, I would have tried to make Salty Sultai work, but too bad I'm just a Pepega streamer right now, so can't do that anymore. I would have definitely not put neutralize in my deck though. Alright, Ura's coming. We have a good card on top of my deck. It's a Brazy Bee. So opponent will go to 17, which is reasonable considering that I've been attacking them since turn 2. And I'll be bouncing Uro. Attacking them for 8 down to 9. Why not Blitz over this? That's a good question. Why not Blitz? Why not Blitz, Mango? Maybe I should play Blitz. That. You know, I haven't considered Blitz. That could be the Blitz is the best card here. How many spells would have had in the graveyard? Although, as you can see, I would have only had 2 spells in the graveyard. Opponent cycled a 3/3 Shark. The problem of Blitz is that you need like really like a lot of cards, right? Topless are awkward. Only 4. Can you climb the ladder with this deck? Eh, boo. Probably not. But it's fine. I mean, why does the main deck Mystical Dispute? All right, can I get a spell? That's a good card. I can't attack here, chat. Should have been a main phase 1 casting this channeler, because now my opponent can neutralize this and don't have to, bluff the Shark Typhoon anymore. They clearly have a Shark Typhoon. It's just like clear as light. Come Sublime Epiphany. Is Bolt Crusher G good in this deck? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think the 4/3 body is relevant. You just want to fly in the air. Rip? Yeah, rip for sure. Cards in the graveyard? C'est ça aussi veut dire c'est pas qu'à merde. Alright, I have 3 cards, sure. This card is great in cube. I have lots of those in my cube. Sorry, I have 1 of those, but every time we have it, it's just very high pick and very good card. Exactly, Senior Tracious. Opponent is still in 2020. It's not really that peg of a card, Sublime Epiphany. It's a very powerful card. Vabbè, m'arrendo. I give up. Alright, let's see how the Cyber can work in this matchup. I did Dangerous Moon. I did open some good cards. Later, when we'll do Mango Story Time, I'll show some of them. Alright, I think I'll have 4 Mystical Disputes, and I don't think I want Soulguide Lantern. Although, maybe. Alright. So I think I cut the Volcanic Hammer, and also Shocks. I keep the Sparkfield Hazard and Crush Through, because I need spells to just trigger my deck. Yeah, practice spell, I mean. Did you play some new spicy deck already? Hello, James Hiddle, easy clap. I've been live for 48 minutes. This is my fourth match with this deck. Currently on a 2-1 streak, so that's a good deck. What is Pepega? Pepega is stupid bad fun. When do you sideboard in that artifact? So that artifact is mainly against heavy graveyard strategies. The one that comes to my mind is Boros Cyclone. Honestly, again, maybe if there's like some heavy graveyard deck, I don't know. I just thought about the sideboard and I'm like, I don't really want to ever sideboard with this deck, because this deck is just like, it needs like all the pieces to work. You can't really touch Annie's lot, or like rather Manny's lot. It's a way of life. That's true. It's a way of life, Pepega. You know, when you just go to the store with your like tier 4 deck, that's Pepega. When you, I don't know, pick a card over a card in draft just because, you know, you like the art. You know, that's stuff like that. It's just basically like 95 of Magic players. Or stuff like that, yeah. Okay, so we got a Sprite Dragon going. This turn, ideally draw would be one of the Crush Through up, so I can attack for 4. Royal Eruption? No, Royal Eruption is not a good card at all, my friend. It's just playable because you don't have any burn spell. The Heaven of Love. Alright, here I can just cast a Brazy Bee. This is more mana efficient, right? I think it's more mana efficient to cast it. I might be prepared, exactly. Oh, that was a joke. Sorry, Momentum 22. It's very hard for a streamer to read messages and understand that they're jokes. I'm already pretty satisfied that I almost try to read every message. Or they don't have double blue. Exactly, Bri Black. That is exactly what I think when I think about Pepega. I think about Wizards of the Coast handling big size events in 2020. Do I play Island or Mountain? I'll play Island, and I attack with them with my 1/1 Flying Haste. Brababam! Isbarra. Sba. Shark Typhoon? Oh no! That's a removal spell and a draw spell. Is that true that I'm a Secret Pepega off stream? I'm a Pepega also on stream. They even made a Pepengu. Even a bad, you know, not that many people Photoshop their face on that one. Questions. Alright, ask me some questions 4 times before asking a question. That's a good comment that I put some days ago. Some years ago, some month ago, I don't know when I put it. Alright. I just wanna maybe if I put a mulligan to 4, do you think this matchup would be even? Because it feels like every single spell that it has is a 2-for-1. So maybe 2-5. Maybe I can mulligan to 5. Usually, so in sealed with my friends, whenever I get like a busted sealed and they don't, I go like, alright, I'll mulligan to 5 and you keep 7 and we try to play. So maybe we can do the same here. Thoughts on Gruul Adventure? No thoughts. No thoughts on Gruul Adventure. Alright, I need a spell in my Izzet spells deck. Can I get a spell? No, dai, 1 spell. 1 spell, Mengu 09, porca boia! Niente spell, chat. Niente spell for Mengu 09. How many cards have we never got 4? I believe that once again, just to repeat it, I believe if my opponent doesn't take a draw step anymore, they will win the game. But let's try. Let's try to see what happens here. Blue-red spellless. That's a nice word. 3 L's in a row. It doesn't happen that often. Bloodchief Thirst. Tio Bono. Digital Limit. Digital Limit. You're an espresso badger. You know where to find my list. You can go on Twitter or Instagram. Carbo Live in the early of the new set doesn't work. I don't know why. I guess it's too difficult. And, you know, they decided we can't do that thing. Hello, Olidon. Very good, very good. It's going great. Opponent takes 3 damage. I play this land, and I'll pass the turn. Body CP. End of turn. That's weird. Opponent has 5 cards in the graveyard, which does feel like a magic number, but it's not yet a magic number. Tortilla with meat or vegetables. Empanada. You need a big empanada. Where I can get that? If you open a Chile, how do you say Chilean? Chileño? Sileño? If you open a restaurant with Chile cuisine in Senegalia, I'll definitely go there, my friend. Until then, I can't really try. Chilean? Okay. Hello, Brazen Borrower. Empanada is like panzerotti. Oh, cool. Filled with meat, onion, eggs, and olive. I love onions. Really. I never eat them. The onions. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I only eat the onions. For real. I only eat onions when I go to Chinese restaurants. Actually, I don't know why. But I just like that. Only Chinese restaurants I get to eat onions. I guess there's just not that much onions in our cuisine. But whenever I can, I love to eat onions. With the cooked onions. I don't know if it's not an Italian thing. Could be that it isn't. Or maybe just my family. Or maybe it is an Italian thing, but just not in the dish that I eat that often. In burgers? Yeah, but I really never eat burgers. I mean, I used to eat burgers when I go to USA, but No, I like whenever I go to the Chinese restaurants, they made like these onions grilled, and I love them. This game feels like my opponent is trying to do a quest, and the quest is let's win the game without Uro. And I think they're trying to do that because we brought them down to 3 life. That's an achievement. Didn't you heal? I did, Saint Nutritious. I did eat the blooming onions with Li Shiqian. Yeah, there was a restaurant called what's it called again? Those restaurant. It's a chain in USA. It's called come cazzo si chiama? It's Outback Steakhouse, exactly. Outback Steakhouse, yeah. So it's an American chain where they bring you this onion that's like all fried. So it's like very pretty. It's like just very good looking because they just bring you this onion. I'm pretty sure I can. Blooming onion. It's like this. It's very good looking. It's like an onion, like a very big onion. I didn't even know onions were this big. And yeah, they brought you like this. And it's fried, of course, because, I mean, it's American cuisine, so, of course, it's fried. And it's like this. It's very, very... When it comes to the plate, it's very good looking. And it also tastes very good. Am I attacking here? No, dai, non attacchiamo, because I don't want my opponent to have the 6th card in the graveyard. Hello, Barry. How am I doing today? I would prefer if I would enjoy a little bit more standard, but that's just a thing that I just come to acceptance with. But it's a professional game. I was going to test with Javier very often, and we would eat paella almost on a daily basis. Also because like there's this misconception where you go first. Oh man, that's a good end. Thank you to Tom Tom Hammer for the 4th month sub. Very appreciate your support. So I was going to say that there's this misconception where paella is like basically every meal with rice and things. It feels like it's paella, or at least that's what I thought it was. But instead, in Spain or in Valencia, I guess they have paella is only one, and everything else is arroz. Okay, so there's like one paella, which is I learned this by heart, so I'm sure 100%. Maybe the Spanish people in the chat can confirm, but paella is like the only thing with rabbit, and it's only with meat. All right, it's only with meat in Valencia. Whereas if you go in Barcelona, for example, they go like, oh, paella with seafood, but that's not the paella. That's like arroz with like seafood. So that is a very important difference that people from Valencia make you learn because they're very proud of you know, the fact that in paella in Spain, in Valencia, yeah, I hope you guys understood what I'm meaning. If you didn't, that's not really a big deal, because at the end of the day, it's just they taste almost like the same. But let's not tell them to people from Valencia. So it's just for us. Okay. And barras. Let's go Sprite Dragon Fly High. You don't know this and you're from Barcelona. Oh, really? If someone from Valencia can confirm what I just said, I would appreciate it. Because I don't want to sound like, you know, someone that just made up things. Which can possibly be. Which is very likely. Bottom deck, 'cause I need the 4th land. Actually, I do have the 4th land. Maybe I was not supposed to bottom deck. Whatever. Let's just kill that Cobra and attack for 3. And I'll also make a land drop, because that's what Spikefield Azar does. Alright, perfect. Aquarius FR can confirm, and it's from Valencia. Nice. Yeah, no, as I said, I do go in Valencia very often, so I know lots of things about that. I'm just attacking here, and then I'll shock face. Guys, we might win a game against the green deck. That does feel like a dream, but it is not. Google confirms my story. Nice. I got the Google Pass. Once you get a Google Pass, you're basically just good to go. Arroz, exactly, arroz. Arroz is like rice with things. So there's just a plethora of different arroz. You can go like arroz with shrimps and seafood. You can get arroz with, I don't know, chicken and stuff like that. I'll probably jinx it right now. Oh, I do that all the time. Shiro Shinigami. There's a command that's called exclamation mark lose, which basically means that they just can't lose. But then when I say that, I lose the game. Okay, so that's very good, because now I can go Seagate Stormcaller. We win, right? Yes. Wow, this was a turn 4 win. Or wasn't it a turn 4 win? Oh, some cast, so anyway, they exploded. After we killed their Lotus Cobra. Alright, good thing. I bring it for disputes, and what about Red Cup Melee? I don't think I want it. Red Cup Melee? No, gracias. I got some Brazy Bees. And some Crash Through for the 3 disputes. Maybe I can cut the Roller Eruption, actually. I don't want to cut Crush Through. I have 8 answers to Lotus Cobra. I hope that's enough. But arroz with seafood is called paella too. I don't think so, right? I think that's the difference. Tete Boca Negra. I think that's the difference. I think that's where they try to, in Valencia, they try to say that you're wrong by calling it that way. But again, I don't know. I'm just repeating what people say from that town, you know. Red Cup for Omnath. I think that Red Cup Malay is not a good card in this matchup. Okay. I really love the way they display your hand after you keep. Of course, you're required to complain, but I think they did a very good job with the starting hand with the flip cards. Allora, so right now the Seagate Stormcaller isn't particularly good, and I think I just have to bottom it. Yes, I think so, because I need a 1 mana spell to go turn 2 Sprite Dragon, turn 3 that spell into Storming Entity. Va bien, let's go land, Sprite, Dragon, go. They're gonna go Bone Crusher, Jido. I think I'm passing, chat. You've done post-Ban-Ura testing? Wow, that's a lot of effort. Thank you very much, Wasidze, for playing Magic the Gathering so much. That is definitely a lot of effort. Okay, we can go Sprite Dragon now that my opponent does not have an answer to it. And a tough one. Actually, there's this thing called aioli, which is like a sauce that they put on the paella, which I really dislike. Aioli, it's called. It tastes of what's the word? What's the word in English? Como se dice aio in English? Garlic, yeah, garlic. I really dislike garlic. I really dislike garlic. I really dislike garlic. It just, man, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Wow! I tried to resolve a very powerful magic card. That's better not to do that. Bien. Bing! It's pretty cool that like these land are, you can just use them to bing your opponent like that. Okay, Scry 2. Alright, it's not bad. Do I want to Spike Philosopher? Probably not. Yeah, I can't even just Artcast the Storming Entity. I think I need bodies right now. Isbar. I don't know, the garlic just, every time I eat it, it just always tastes like it's not very good. They just paid Colossopede, chat. Wait, are they hasting it? Can I kill the candy tea? I can't, right? Yeah. It's good actually here, because I'm gonna go Shadow. Man, that Shadows, every time you cast Shadows of Smashing, even if it's just for 1 damage, it's unreal to me. It's just a freaking land. Like, it counts as a land. it counts as a land. So I'm literally just killing a... This is like Ramming Up Ruins. It's a spell, but it counts as a land. It's incredible how powerful are these cards. So opponent is on 4. Good game, they say. Wow, we beat 2-0. We beat 2-0 a deck with Omnat, Lotus Cobra, and all the enemies. Wow. That's good. That's good, Katsu. That's just a good feeling right there, Chuck.